Let's get to Mason Graham, who joins us right now on the phone. And I knew we had some problems there. Things are going crazy in Green Bay right now. We got a landline from Mason Graham, so he joins us right now on the show. Mason, thank you very much for joining us today, my friend.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Congratulations on being a Cleveland Brown. What's it feel to be not just a Cleveland Brown, but also an NFL player?
I mean, it's just a dream come true. Everything's come full circle here, and I'm just glad to be a part of Cleveland and the Dog Pound.
Mason, you're going to line up and you're going to see Myles Garrett, Mike Hall, and all these guys. What's that feeling going to be like to play alongside those guys?
I mean, just a blessing to play alongside those players. I want to play, with the best and, play against the best. So, I feel like that D-line is going to run the team and especially the defense.
Mason, when you think about, coming to the Cleveland Browns, obviously a teammate of yours, Zach Zinter, came here last year. Have you guys gotten a chance to talk? And I'm sure he's excited about having you here. You guys probably battled a lot in practice. Has he given you kind of any pointers on what it's like to come here and be a Cleveland Brown?
No, I've had a lot of texts and stuff come through, but I've seen, Zach's texts come through. I haven't got back to it yet. I've been doing some media stuff. I'm sure I'm going to get back to him, and, I'm happy to see him when I get there and, ready for it.
Is it nice to have a familiar face like that, though, just knowing you're coming into a locker room where, hey, I got at least somebody that I've been in the trenches with?
Oh, yeah, for sure it is.
Mason Graham joining us here, the number 5 overall pick of the NFL draft, the brand new Cleveland Brown, the defensive tackle for the Cleveland Browns. Mason, what's this week been like for you? It's Thursday, it's culminated now. You're an NFL football player. Were there nerves starting on Monday, or how have you been feeling all week?
No, I didn't really have nerves until, just when I got here. My bad. But, just, thankful and, God's grace that I came to Cleveland. I was kind of, once they traded that pick, I had a good feeling, based on, my connections on how I went on 30 visits. So just a blessing, honestly.
Mason, have you had a chance to talk to Jim Schwartz?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when he was definitely on that call when they called. So, Andrew Berry was there, and then Coach Stefanski, and then, Coach Schwartz, and then Coach Jock. So, I have a good relationship with them already, so it was cool to hear from them again and finally, get picked up by them.
When you hear your defensive coordinator and your defensive line coach tell you that your job is to just basically get into the backfield and disrupt, you don't have to catch, you don't have to read and react, is that music to your ears, especially given kind of what your skill set lends itself to?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, just my skill set will, transition really quickly to Cleveland and just the way they play. I'm an aggressive player, and, I haven't played this type of defense before, but I'm pretty sure it'll be easy transition to, just mess people up and attack.
Yeah, it sounds like you're going to have a bunch of fun out there. Mason, tell the Browns fans, what are they getting with you? What can they expect to see out of you on Sundays?
Just a dominant player that's going to, boost up the team and the front. So, Coach Schwartz always talks about, the D-line is the engine. I want to be, part of that engine, and I want to make this team go.
What is it on the D-line you think you do best?
I feel like just playing the game. I play the game differently, the run and pass. I excel really highly at both. So I feel like, I'm a good overall player, great overall player, and, I can fit into any scheme, especially this one.
Mentally, emotionally, what do you bring to a locker room?
Yeah, I've always, been a great teammate. A lot of, my best friends. I have a lot of best friends and stuff. So those guys, I've done a lot. I'm a good teammate, and, I just want to come into the locker room and, fit in and be, someone that my teammates can rely on come Sunday.
Mason, I imagine in high-leverage situations, you were double-teamed a lot, especially probably in big passing situations. What's it like to know that that's not going to happen? They're sliding protection to Myles Garrett. You're going to be one-on-one. When's the last time you got to go be blocked one-on-one in basically every pass rush that you had?
Yeah, it doesn't really happen that often, but coming in, I'm going to take advantage of those opportunities that I do get.
Yes, sir.
With Myles and all the guys along the front. So I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for me, especially.
Mason, who are some of the players that you look up to? Who are some guys that you model your game after?
I've always, growing up, I played linebacker, so I, looked up to guys like James Harrison, Ray Lewis. But, coming down to the D-line, I like guys. Obviously, I watch Myles Garrett a lot, but he plays on the edge. And then I like guys like Jalen Carter and Kobe Turner, kind of inside. I feel like I play similar to them.
So you're saying that since you got some linebacker in you, we can expect you to drop in coverage, correct?
Oh yeah, I've done that before. I got some tape.
Mason Graham joining us on the show.
Mason, a lot of people talk about your background. I know you on the conference call there about being a wrestler. You played hoops, track, kind of you were just a hashtag athlete. What did you like about wrestling, and how has that kind of translated to what you're able to do in the trenches?
Yeah, wrestling has helped me a lot. It was, my first thought was just going to do wrestling just for off-season training, be in shape come time for football. But I started to, excel more and more into it, and I feel like it just really helps on the interior, especially O-line, D-line, just feeling leverage, different body weight, and, that's really what happens, as a D-tackle and O-lineman.
So my father, this is a question I'm going to ask you. This is for my father. Actually toured the world playing rugby. He was a hooker, believe it or not. I see here you played club rugby for 8 years in middle and high school, the Black Bay Rhinos, the Raptors. What position were you? Were you a big prop, or what were you in rugby? And was that a game that you actually enjoyed because of, a lot of violence, no pads?
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed rugby. I didn't play hooker or prop, but I played it was called 8-man, so I was the more athletic guy.
Oh man!
I could take the ball, run with it. I could take the ball, run with it, or pass it. Do whatever you want.
So rugged. We love it.
He can do it all.
I'm about to say, we got an ATH.
Yeah, right here. Hashtag athlete. Let's go.
Mason, we want you to enjoy this night. Congratulations again. We're looking forward to seeing you here in Cleveland soon.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Mason Graham, the brand new Cleveland Brown, a defensive tackle for your Cleveland Browns.